Let me take you inside one of Texas's most chilling and divisive true crime stories, the case of Darlie Routier. It's the middle of the night, June 6th, 1996. Darlie, a young mom, is dozing on the couch in her upscale Dallas suburb home, while her two sons, Devin and Damon, are camped out on the floor beside her. Upstairs, her husband Darren and their baby are asleep. Suddenly, chaos. At 2:31 a.m., Darlie calls 911, her voice frantic. She says an intruder has stabbed her and her boys. When police arrive, they find a bloodbath. Devin is already gone. Damon, barely clinging to life, doesn't make it to the hospital. Darlie herself is bleeding from a neck wound, clutching a towel to stop the bleeding. But here's where things get complicated and controversial. The prosecution believed Darlie staged the whole thing. They pointed to her changing stories about what happened that night. There's a cut window screen in the garage, supposedly the intruder's entry point, but the dust on the sill is undisturbed. A bread knife from Darlie's own kitchen has fibers from that same screen. There's a bloody sock found in a nearby alley containing blood from both boys, almost like someone planted it. And the forensic evidence? Blood spatter on the back of Darlie's nightgown suggested she was the one wielding the knife. Her wounds, while dramatic, were mostly superficial, and her fingerprints were the only ones found on the knives. Then there's the infamous silly string video. Just 8 days after losing her sons, Darlie is filmed at their gravesite, laughing and spraying silly string to celebrate what would have been Devin's 7th birthday. Prosecutors used this to paint her as cold and unfeeling. But Darlie's defense wasn't silent. They highlighted that her neck wound came millimeters from her carotid artery. A necklace may have saved her life. And they claim the blood spatter science was questionable at best. Supporters say an unidentified bloody fingerprint at the scene points to a real intruder, and that Darlie's trauma explains her memory lapses and odd behavior. Let's not forget, the police focused on Darlie almost immediately. A blonde hair near the cut screen, once thought to be hers, actually belonged to a law enforcement officer. And the defense argues Darlie's actions during the 911 call, like worrying about fingerprints, was just adrenaline and shock, not guilt. In 1997, Darlie was convicted of murdering Devin and sentenced to death. She remains on Texas death row, still claiming she's innocent. Her ex-husband Darren stands by her, and new DNA testing is ongoing. Was Darlie Routier a grieving mom caught in a nightmare, or a cold-blooded killer who staged the perfect crime? Let me know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more true crime deep dives.